morning, guys and gals. This is your boy JR, aka Lomos Travels, and I'm literally just waking up this morning. Oh, literally. Oh, what a lovely morning. What a lovely morning. So I'm literally just waking up. Oh my God. Thought I'd wake up with a live stream. Ooh. So there's an answer to your question. I don't sleep with my sunglasses on. Looks like a beautiful morning out there. Looks like a beautiful day. So welcome to the Lomos Travels. This live stream is going to be called Morning Coffee Live. So welcome to the Morning Coffee Live. And like I said, you guys got to see that I actually don't sleep with my sunglasses. I don't know if I want to wear my mirror sunglasses. Hey, what's up, Michelle? How's it going? Good morning, Michelle. So I don't know if I want to wear my mirror glasses. These are my mirror glasses. Or do I want to wear... These are the ones I typically wear when I do my live stream. I'll probably wear these. Bam. My Notre Dame Irish lost to the Ohio State Buckeyes. They kept the game close though, but they did lose. I think since this is called a Morning Coffee Live, I'm going to wear my mom and pop. Here's a place I support, Strange Brew Coffee. They're a mom and pop coffee place. And they're just down the road. I'm not going there this morning. I just want to share the love. I really love their logo. I really love the whoops. Yeah, I love that robot chugging down some coffee. That's pretty cool. Right. Oh, there's Yazamodia. Cool. Yeah, I may have to whisper because my family might still be asleep. Let's see. All I know is I feel like making some coffee, so let's go make some coffee. Coffee cup here. So down that store blend, medium roast coffee there. Let's go get the coffee going. And grab me some mineral water. All right, I hear the coffee going. Get my creamer. Cool. I'm still kind of waking up. Waking up there. Chill price for flight. 'Cause you're motoring. What's your price for flight? Do, 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 do. Super hot. Bad boy's hot. Oh, that's pretty good. Bad boy's hot. Just a little more. Nice hot coffee. Cause you're motoring. What's your price for flight? Hey, Verna. Cause you're motoring. What's your price for flight? My little family's probably still asleep. That's why I'm being, in case you guys are wondering why I'm being quiet, it's because my family's asleep. Just enjoying me a cup of coffee here. Oh man, that's so good. Got all these pillows. We've had some light rain.
family. I'm getting all comfortable here. So I'm just chilling out on my porch here. Yeah, coffee, that's right. Go back to sleep, Burnett. That's cool. So I'm just chilling on my back porch here. Later in the day, I'm going to go to Yaya's for brunch. So the reason these pillows were all stacked up, when the rain comes down, a little bit of rain hits the porch. So my lady pushes all the pillows back and everything. My coffee's really good with my almond creamer in it. Oh man, I watched me tons of college football yesterday. It was a lot of fun. This is the game. The Buckeyes. I think the Buckeyes were ranked number 2, and I think Notre Dame was ranked number 5. And Notre Dame kept the game close yesterday. They played at Ohio State, and they called that stadium U because it's in the shape of a U. And they built that stadium 100 years ago, so that's really wild. And yeah, my Notre Dame Fighting Irish kept it close the whole game. But in the end, they ended up losing to the Ohio State Buckeyes. They are making the college playoffs. They're going to put more teams in the college playoffs in, I don't know if it's 2026, but they mentioned they may do it earlier. These are some pretzels with a little bit of peanut butter in the middle. So the board that decides whether to increase, they gave the go-ahead to increase the college playoffs, football playoffs. So, so that's exciting. So maybe we'll see. And they mentioned 2026, but they may increase it before 2026. Allow more colleges to qualify for the college playoffs. I think that's good for college football fans, and I think it's also going to be good. Yeah, some schools may get a chance to throw their hat in the ring there in the college playoffs, football playoffs. I'm a big college football fan, so that means there would be more college football to watch at the end of the college football season. So that's super cool. The other thing that's kind of wild in college currently right now is the transfer portal. So many quarterbacks have transferred to other schools and are now playing for other schools, which is really wild. And I have a feeling some quarterbacks transferred to other schools because they wanted to get some more playing time. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm guessing that they're. Now, I think some people jumped in the transfer portal because maybe their specific college had switched head coaches. So the former Notre Dame coach is now coaching at LSU. So that's pretty wild. So yeah, so some teams got new head coaches. Notre Dame got a new head coach, and yeah, I believe some of the college quarterbacks transferred mainly because they had gotten a new head coach, and then some of them probably also transferred if their chances were higher at starting a lot. So, or it may have given some the ability to transfer to the college that they really wanted to play for the most. So, but I think if I was a college quarterback, I would probably transfer to one where I get the most starts, and also transfer to maybe a college that is gets a lot of national recognition. You know, like if you're the quarterback for University of Notre Dame, you're going to get a lot of national exposure. Same thing if you're the quarterback of the Ohio State Buckeyes, or if you're the quarterback of Michigan, or if you're the quarterback of Michigan State, or Oklahoma, or LSU. Um, yeah, so there's plenty of colleges out there with, or if you're a quarterback of Georgia Bulldogs, you would get national recognition. Or if you're the quarterback of Alabama, you would get a lot of recognition. Or the quarterback of IU, or Purdue, or Northwestern, or Rutgers, or Stanford. So there's plenty of colleges where you would get lots of recognition for if you hadn't played for. So how does this all, me talking about college football, how does this wrap into travels? Well, a lot of college football fans, you know, there's tons of them, especially Notre Dame fans. They do go to the home games, right? They're in South Bend, Indiana. That's where the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are from. But some of the fans get to, sometimes they have special games in New York City. Yeah, sometimes they've moved the Notre Dame games to even outside the United States. So that's a lot of fun, sharing college football with the world. The reason I dig the University of Notre Dame, I mean, I grew up, my dad is still a big Notre Dame fan. So I grew up on Notre Dame football. And so a lot of the away games can be at really neat travel destinations. Like I said, one time they moved the Notre Dame game to New York City. I've never been to New York City. I've been to Chicago a bunch. I like traveling to Chicago. When I do travel to Chicago, some of my favorite weekend trips have been in Chicago. I'll rent a nice hotel there in downtown Chicago, and I love to stay a couple days. And then I get to watch my wife and daughter shop. And then on one of those days, we tried to go to Giordano's Pizza place. They're famous for their deep dish pizza. So whenever I'm in Chicago, and especially if I know I have 2 days in Chicago, I love to go to the Giordano's. It's my favorite deep dish pizza place. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, I wanted to tie the college football, and I could also tie pro football into that as well. I cheer on my Indianapolis Colts, and I also cheer on the Denver Broncos. Um, I was born in Texas, but eventually, my dad was in the military. My dad served in both the United States Marine Corps and the United States Air Force. When I was born, he was currently in the United States Air Force in Texas. So I was born in Austin, Texas, and then my brother, a couple years later, was born in Colorado. My mom's family's from Colorado. My dad's family's from Indiana. And right now I'm a Texas boy living in Indiana. I grew up most of my life here in Midwest Indiana. Part of my life, I grew up in Denver. And before we came and settled here in Denver, I grew up a little bit in Denver. And of course, growing up in Denver, I became a Denver Broncos fan. And then when we came and settled in Indiana, Indiana didn't have a pro football team yet. And so I kept cheering on my Denver Broncos. And then my friends were laughing. They were like, what's up with this Denver Broncos stuff? And I had to tell them I grew up a little bit in Denver. I'm kind of bummed that my parents didn't stay in Texas because football's really big in Texas. Even high school football is really big in Texas, and so is college football. And then I'm sure pro football is big in Texas. But I got to read up a little bit about Austin, Texas, and I was like, wow, you know. But like I said, the majority of my life I grew up in Midwest Indiana. So I just wonder how different my life had been if my parents had stayed in Austin, Texas. Probably would have been really different. So, but yeah, growing up in Midwest Indiana has been cool. But I just wonder how different I would be if maybe I grew up in Texas. So eventually the Colts, I think at the time, before we acquired the Colts, I think at the time the Cardinals and the Colts were two possible teams Indiana could scoop up. The Cardinals would have been perfect because the state bird is the cardinal here in Indiana. That's the Indiana state bird is the cardinal. But Indiana missed out on the Cardinals and ended up acquiring the Colts. When the Colts first played their first few games here as the new Indianapolis Colts, the sportscasters kept messing up and kept saying Baltimore Colts, and then they kept correcting themselves. Of course, now Baltimore has the Baltimore Ravens, and now that they've been called the Indianapolis Colts for years, they don't do that anymore. It's now Baltimore has the Baltimore Ravens, and then of course you have the Cleveland Browns. I love that the Browns fought to keep their name, and so that's really cool. The city fought to keep their NFL team called the Browns, so that's pretty cool. The most famous Browns game I ever remembered was when John Elway played the Browns in the playoffs, and they had to go 94 yards for a score. And I remember the Browns fans just celebrating. They thought their team had this, right? And then John Elway and the Broncos end up driving 94 yards for a touchdown. That 94 yard drive ended up in a touchdown, and the fans couldn't believe it. But you know what's so funny, when John Elway would come under center there for the Denver Broncos, talk about a team just having faith in their quarterback, right? And they always had that kind of faith in John Elway, no matter what the score was on the scoreboard. And there's only a few quarterbacks that come in that kind of, if you're an elite quarterback, your team's probably going to have that kind of faith in you. No matter what the score is on the scoreboard, you're always going to feel that you're in the game. And, man, God bless the Broncos. They felt like they were still in the game. But I felt the heartbreak of Cleveland, though. Oh, wow. I just heard my little air conditioning kick on. Hopefully that's not causing too much noise. But, yeah, I may move a little ways away from that. I guess it doesn't sound too bad. Let me move myself a little ways away from that. I just heard that machine kick on. It's my air conditioning. I'm out on the porch here. All right, just in case. This is the beauty of going live. All right. Yeah, I heard on my, I'll show you guys. I'm here on my porch. My air conditioner is right over there. And I was sitting on the couch there. Here, let me show you my view here. So I can hear some neighbors in the, I got a fence here. I can hear the neighbors. They're out on their porch talking with each other. Yeah, I wasn't sure how much. See, I end up rewatching my live streams. I never know, especially when that, we just had it replaced. So it's not as loud as my other air conditioner. But like I said, I was afraid it may cause too much noise. Yeah, it rained a little bit yesterday and into last night. So I get really sleepy in the rain. That's wild. So yeah, I'm just chilling here on my back porch. Wanted to do a live stream. So here's a travel update for I'm not going to Peru, but my daughter is. And I think she's going to chill out with us. My daughter's going to be here on the 8th. What's up? So yeah, my daughter's going to be here on the 8th of September. Oh wow, check out this squirrel. There he goes. You have lots of little squirrels and chipmunks. And behind my backyard here is a bunch of walnut trees. So yeah, all these walnut trees support all these squirrels here. Yeah, that's funny. So yeah, my family's travel is going to include my daughter going to Peru. She's going to go to Peru next month, and she's going to spend a whole month in October. She's going to spend a whole month of October in Peru. So that's going to be really cool. So that's really awesome. And so I'm excited about my daughter spending a whole month in Peru. And yeah, she's going to spend all of October in Peru. And and then she's going to fly back with her grandma. She's flying her grandma. So yeah, she'll spend most of October in Peru. My daughter will. I'm jealous because I know she's going to be surfing. She's going to be spending time with her grandma. There's going to be really good Peruvian food while she's in Peru. The reason the reason I'm not going, and my wife and my daughter, the political situation is still kind of strange in Peru. I'm waiting for the political situation to get better. And then once it does, I'll start traveling back to Peru more often. Right now, I've only got to travel. I traveled last year uh, to Mexico. I spent 2 weeks in Mexico last year. This year, which was only a few months ago, I spent a week in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Had a really good time. Stayed at an all-inclusive resort in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. If you're ever in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, I definitely would recommend staying at the all-inclusive resort called The Reef. I definitely recommend that. What could I recommend from last year? Uh, the all-inclusive resort in Puerto Vallarta was really nice. I also had a good time on the second week of that vacation in Sayulita, Mexico. The Airbnb that I rented in Sayulita, Mexico was really awesome. Um, so I've done both while I've been in the southern part of Mexico. Um, Now, when I was in Cancun, Mexico, I did the all-inclusive resort, and then when I was in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, I did the all-inclusive resort. But then I switched it up when my family and I went to Sayulita, and we rented an Airbnb in Sayulita, Mexico. So both ways of doing it was pretty cool. And I've really fallen in love with the southern part of Mexico. So, as a matter of fact, my family and I chose Mexico even during the pandemic. We traveled to Mexico even during the pandemic. As a matter of fact, it's when I did my 2 weeks in Mexico last year that I traveled during the pandemic, and it was just fine. You had to test yourself before you flew out, and before you can fly back into the United States, you have to test yourself. So, and I did a few months ago. I did the same thing. We tested ourselves. Um, we tested ourselves for COVID before we flew out. A few months ago, we did the same thing. Tested ourselves, and then we tested ourselves again for COVID before we were allowed to fly back onto the States. So, and both times was cool. Matter of fact, we had a doctor come directly to our Airbnb and test us. And then a few months ago, when we were in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, they have a medical staff on hand in Playa del Carmen, Mexico at the Reef. So we didn't even have to go anywhere. They had it right there at the Reef where you could go get tested. So that was cool. But yeah, I was really shocked that I got to travel during the pandemic. That was kind of wild. But I found that some people that did travel during the pandemic time, it was a way of, it was a cool way to get out and see the world, especially if you felt like you got claustrophobic while staying at home during the pandemic. And so, yeah, but it just blew my mind that I got to travel during the pandemic. That was kind of wild. And nobody be more happier than me if we never face that again. That'd be cool. Yeah, I won't cry if there's no more during my lifetime. That'll be just fine. So, yeah, uh, I'm hoping I'm hoping the political situation in Peru will change super soon. That'd be so cool if it really changed awesomely, so that maybe I could go travel back to Peru next year. So, um, yeah, since it doesn't look like I'm traveling this year, this December, maybe next December, me and my family can make plans to travel to Peru. Peru's so beautiful, and the people are awesome. The food's amazing in Peru. I also enjoyed some good food when I was in the southern part of Mexico. Mexico trip was fun too. Yeah, I always get excited when my wife starts telling me to start putting in for vacation time. Because when she does that, it means we're going to travel somewhere. So that's exciting. But what's funny, when I come back from a vacation, um, and I'm probably going to try and do this from now on, uh, I'll make sure I'll schedule some days. I'll make sure I have a few days off before I go back to work. I don't know if it's like a vacation jet lag or whatever, but it'd be nice to have that cushion. Um, yeah, to kind of get yourself back in the flow of things. I wouldn't say that's true of Mexico because Mexico's not that far of a flight from Indiana to Mexico. I don't think it's a. Is it? Yeah, I think I fly from. If I remember correctly, I think I fly from Indiana to. I think there's one time I did do a direct flight, but most times it seems like I fly from Indiana to Florida and then from Florida to Mexico. And then when I fly to Peru, um, so I think I fly from Indianapolis to North Carolina to Florida and then maybe on to Peru. And then, well, from Florida to maybe another South American country, and then I fly to Peru. So the Peru flight is like it feels like it's a 16-hour flight, but then there's layovers. Like one of my layovers was like 3 hours in one of the places I flew to while trying to go to Peru. So probably if I didn't have that 3 hour layover, it probably wouldn't feel like it takes all day to get to Peru. But Mexico is really cool because it doesn't. Um, I mean, it takes a little while, but it's nothing like flying to Peru. I guess what I'm saying is, when I come back from Peru, I feel more of the jet lag. But that's unfair to compare it to Mexico flying because Mexico's not that far away. Now I'm jealous of the people in Texas because they can travel to Mexico really fast. Yeah, so far I've only traveled to the very southern part of Mexico. There's so much of Mexico I still haven't seen, and same goes for Peru. I haven't visited the northern parts of Peru, so there's still plenty of places to still go see and discover in Peru. Heck, there's plenty of places to see here in the United States as well. Um, I haven't checked out parts of California. My daughter has, though. My daughter has surfed all kinds of different beaches in California, Southern California. So I'm jealous of my daughter. Both my daughter and wife have been out to California. Uh, uh, I've been to the places I've been to is Texas, Colorado. Let's see, Texas, Colorado. I've driven through Kansas while trying to go to Colorado, but mainly Colorado, Texas. When I was a young child, I lived in New Zealand for a while. I go to Chicago. There was a time we were taking lots of trips to Chicago, which was a lot of fun. And sometimes when we're in Chicago, we try to go visit the Baha'i Temple in Chicago. So that's pretty cool. The Baha'i House of Worship in Chicago is what they call it. So yeah, whenever I'm in Chicago, I try to go see the Baha'i House of Worship. Hey, what's up, Adrian? Brother Adrian in the house. What's happening, my brother? So yeah, I've done tons of trips to Chicago. So um, I've been there during the summer in Chicago. Their summers ain't too bad. The spring's really nice in Chicago. Uh, there's lots of gardens surrounding the Baha'i House of Worship in the summertime. I've also been to the Baha'i House of Worship while in Chicago during the wintertime. There's no gardens to look at because it's wintertime and it's really cold. Um, and there is a reason why they call Chicago the Windy City, because of the wind coming off that lake in Chicago. Chicago has so much going for it. Hey, what's up? Yeah, Chicago has so much going for it. California has a lot going for it too. Um, oh my God, there's so many places in the United States I've not seen though. I mean, I'm lucky. I feel lucky that I got to grow up in Colorado a little bit before my family came and settled here in Indiana. I think the main reason we came and settled here in Indiana is my dad's family's here from Indiana. But some of my mom's family is still out in Colorado. Now, talk about camping. I love both bushcrafting and camping. And I'm about 45 minutes from Brown County State Park. It's a beautiful park. Some of you guys can look up my playlist, and it shows I got camping playlists there from when. And then I also got some hiking videos where I hiked around Brown County State Park. Just a beautiful park. I think one day I drove up to Brown County State Park and I just people watched me hike a little bit, and I think I grabbed me some lunch. I think I grabbed a Subway or something, and I shared that on one of my other videos. So that was really cool. To me, camping, I don't know how many of you have gone camping, but normally when I go camping, I grab my 2-person tent. And so that way, if the weather changes on me unexpectedly, I can pull my gear inside with me to my 2-person tent. When I camp in Brown County State Park, the only roughing it part is I'm sleeping in a tent. That's about it. And even then, the first layer is I don't know, it's like a kind of a plastic thing that's about this thick. So I lay down that first, and then I lay down my heavy winter sleeping bag and plenty of cushion. Sometimes I even put some extra blankets under my sleeping bag just to make it nice and comfortable. I think last time I went camping, I brought some chicken breasts. It was already pre-cooked chicken breasts. So all I had to do is put it in a wrap. I think I may have put mayonnaise on there. Sometimes I put mayonnaise and mustards on my chicken wraps. So now sometimes I buy a bunch of different Subway sandwiches and I chop them up and then have different breakfast. I'll serve that myself for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But like I said, when I go camping, the only roughing part is really sleeping in a tent. And you can make that really nice especially if you put on layers of blanket before you put your sleeping bag on there. Some people put sleeping pads is the word I want to look for. Some people put 2 or 3 sleeping pads under their sleeping bag. And so you can make and then sometimes I bring me a pillow as well. And so I make inside the tent really, really comfortable. And then, of course, if I'm there during the day, I make myself chicken wraps, grilled. It's a grilled chicken wrap sandwich. And then when it gets to be about evening time, I'm probably setting up my campfire. And then I watch my campfire. I'm listening to music while I'm watching my campfire. And then after I enjoy my meal and after the fire's almost out, I put my campfire out, and it's usually about 2:30 in the morning or close to 3 a.m. But about 2:30 in the morning, I pay $10 extras for this one. It's only about 20 or 30 yards from my tent, but it's got modern restrooms and a modern shower. And I know I smell like smoke from watching the campfire from sunset all the way to 2:30 in the morning. I know my clothes smell like campfire. So I usually hike about 30 yards to the modern showers, and I take a shower there. And then I get all dried off, and I get into nice clean clothes, and then I climb into my sleeping bag for the evening. And now, if I knew of course, the time I did that, I was only camping for one night, but I really wanted to camp 2 nights. But the campsite was so busy, there was no sites available for the second night. So that trip, I only got to camp out one night. But I was prepared to stay 2 nights. But yeah, when I go camping, the kind of camping I do is car camping. So I bring my favorite snacks, I bring my favorite meal, I bring my favorite drinks, and it's all about especially when the sun goes down. It's all about watching that campfire, listening to music, enjoying your favorite food, your favorite drink, and watching the campfire. To me, that's I don't know uh, that may not be some people's piece of cake, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Sometimes for fun, I'll come out here. I don't know if you guys seen, maybe you picked it up or not, but for fun, sometimes I go there. I go there and make me a campfire for fun. So I like chilling out by the campfire, and I think I've showed it in past live streams. Just around the corner there, there's another. Except it's got a small chimney, and there's a place to build a campfire there. So where I live here, I got 2 places where I can set up a campfire. It's pretty nice. So I'm just enjoying me some bubbly mineral water. So I'm so glad we live here now because there are 2 different places I can enjoy a campfire, which is a lot of fun. We're still here in September, so it's but as we get later into September, we're going to eventually run into that fall weather, and that's going to be perfect to start making campfires. Part of the reason I haven't made a campfire for you guys in a while is because we've been having these 80 to 90 degree days, and but what's funny is sometimes between the 80 and 90 degree days, some mornings it'll be 55 and 60 degrees, which is perfect to do a campfire. So there's been rare occasions where some cool weather will come in, and it'll be just fine to sit by a campfire. So, but I can't wait for the fall, because the fall is I have more chances to do campfires in the fall. There is a live stream. I have a whole playlist of all my live streams. So on one of my live streams, you see me wearing cowboy boots. I'm wearing my Texas sweatshirt, and you see me shuffling on the ice with my cowboy boots on, and I'm actually here at my fire pit. And yeah, that was crazy because I can't believe I was wearing my cowboy boots. And even though the here, let me show you the fire pit. Okay, the fire pit is surrounded by these are small pebbles around the fire pit, right? Well, during that one time when it was winter time on the live stream, I'm shuffling around on my cowboy boots. And this is nothing but sheer ice around the fire pit. But what's funny is once that fire got going, there was no ice all around that cement that surrounds the fire pit. So that was crazy. That was a crazy live stream. So I've had some memorable. I've had some very memorable live streams there while chilling out at my fire pit there. I love coming out here on my back porch and just there's all kinds of birds to see. There's only 5 houses on my street, and this neighborhood that I live here on the south side, I'm kind of south of Greenwood Mall. So the neighborhood I'm in, it's all surrounded by woods, and it's really awesome because I've seen a fox, I've seen a large gray owl, I've seen a hawk eat a squirrel. I caught that on film, this hawk eating the squirrel. I mean, it's just nature doing its thing. The cool thing is the squirrels must be very fast lately because I haven't seen that again. Someone got to capture an American bald eagle in my area. There's this, I think it's a neighborhood page, and someone showed that they got to capture a photo of an American bald eagle, so that was cool. So all kinds of variety of different birds. I've seen cardinals, robins. I saw this one small bird that was yellow and black. I saw another bird that was all black with a little bit of orange on his feathers. I almost took a photo myself of this one hawk that had landed on a stump. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome. So that was super, super cool. That was very awesome. So I got a picture of this hawk, and but like I said, I got woods surrounding my whole neighborhood, and just beautiful. And there's only 5 houses on my street, and just I don't know if that's picking up. I just heard a bird, and I love. Anyways, it's nice to have woods surrounding my property because I can come out here on the back porch, enjoy a cup of coffee, chill out with my mineral water, listen to the birds, and sometimes when I'm sitting out by my fire pit, I'll watch the squirrels and chipmunks run around, and then of course I'm watching the hawks above. We have this one bird in Indiana. I think it's called a turkey bird. It's not an actual turkey, but the reason they call it a turkey bird is it's all black, but it has a bright red head. And I'm thinking it's a scavenger of some kind, the turkey bird is. And, oh wow, there's a chipmunk. What is he doing? I gotta show you guys. The chipmunk is inside my fire pit. Look at this. Now, what was he looking for? It's weird. He crawled in. He crawled in this corner right here in the fire pit. I don't know. Maybe thought we have walnut trees surrounding my property, so maybe thought some walnuts fell down in there. That was really weird. Now, see, I have moments like that where the squirrel does something funny. Occasionally, I'll see squirrels climb up on these stack of wood here. That's pretty fun. I'm hearing the different birds now. So yeah, there's a variety of different birds. I love coming and sitting out here and listening to listening to the sounds of the woods. Pretty cool. All right. So that's wild. So yeah, I never get tired of that when I come out here on the back porch. It's relaxing. Hopefully the mic's picking that up. So yeah, sometimes I rewatch these live streams to listen in the background to see how well the mic picks up the surrounding wood sounds. So far, the only place I've camped here in Indiana is Brown County State Park. So I still have some new areas to discover to go camping here in Indiana. I've watched some other YouTubers and they've camped at other places. But the only thing about it, there's no modern restrooms in some of those camping places. Because some of the camping places, especially some of the free camping places to camp in Indiana, it looks like they don't have any modern restrooms. In that sense, I'm a spoiled camper. I love not being far, which makes me laugh at myself as an outdoor person. I love it when I have modern facilities, modern restrooms, and modern showers to go to. So that's funny. So that's why I laugh at myself. I'm an outdoor person that likes modern restrooms and modern showers. And I know there's plenty of outdoors people that, hell, there's this one guy, he camps out in Utah, right? His name is, his channel, YouTube channel name is called Nut and Fancy. He's a retired Air Force colonel, and he describes his YouTube channel as an adventure channel. And it really is an adventure channel. It almost could be described as a gun channel, the Nut and Fancy channel. But I'm going to be fair. Hey, what's up, Michelle? So I'm going to be fair. The Nut and Fancy channel, I can see why he calls his channel Adventure Channels, because he has gone to lots of different places in Utah, and he's done lots of different adventures. So if you were to go check out the Nut and Fancy channel, you will see. If you were to go check out the Nut and Fancy channel, you would see on his channel, and once again, he's a retired Air Force colonel. His channel name is called Nut and Fancy. You would see gun reviews. You also would see knife reviews. Since I'm a bushcrafter, I really love the knife reviews. I also enjoy the gun reviews by Nut and Fancy, but I also enjoy his knife reviews. I still do bushcrafting, so I enjoy whenever he comes out with a new knife review, the Nut and Fancy channel. So I enjoy his knife reviews. I enjoy his camping. He has some really cool camping videos. Now, when he goes camping, I've seen him do a mixture of car camping, but he does tons of, I call them hike up to the campsite videos. This guy, Nut and Fancy, the retired Air Force colonel, you'll see him park his car and he'll hike way away from his car. Oh, cool. He'll hike, so he'll park his car and then he'll go for a really long hike. And then from that trail, he'll hike 80 miles off the trail and will come to a very secluded pond, a huge, large lake area. And of course, he doesn't tell, he's doing this in Utah, right? And he doesn't tell his audience where he's at, because what he's afraid of is too many people find the secluded large lake. He's afraid that he'll start seeing people. And his whole point of camping, doing a mixture of he basically hikes 80 miles to his campsite, right? Backpacking, right? And some of the people he backpacks with, some of them have 30-pound backpacks and 60-pound backpacks, but I think he said his backpack was about 80 pounds. So he hikes to his campsite. He hikes about 80 miles to his campsite, and it's at a remote location around this huge, large lake. But part of the reason he's got an 80-pound backpack is he has he's probably got nice cooking gear, so he wants to cook himself a nice meal when he camps. I think he's got a camp chair. I think he packs along. It's an inflatable small raft, one-person raft, and he inflates that and he goes out into the middle of this secluded large lake. he catches some fresh fish, and sometimes he fries up that fish for the night, which is really cool. So that's super cool. But he really, it's really cool because he has a really good time. Just a really awesome time. But once again, he's called the Nut and Fancy Channel. Super cool. And but yeah, his camping is super, super, super wild. His camping's pretty wild. All right, that's cool, man. So Josh NC78 wants to come up. That's cool. But yeah, his camping is really serious because, like I said, he parks his car, hikes pretty far away from his car. He also has a GPS on him. So if he got in any trouble, he could just press a button and the GPS would show everyone exactly where he's at. But his camping, it's a mixture of a long hike from the car and then a long, about 80-mile hike from the trail. Then he sets up his camp, and like I said, he carries about 80 pounds on his back. He's got a camp chair on him. He's got an inflatable raft on him. He got he's probably got a serious sleeping pad and a serious. He's got all kinds of serious stuff. So super cool. What's happening there, Josh? Let me pick my favorite layout here. What's happening, my brother?
Pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad. Hey, man, have you ever gone camping?
Years and years ago, yeah.
So what did you do when you went camping years and years ago?
California's butt crack.
Oh, I never heard of that campsite.
No, the San Andreas fault line.
And was that huge? Well, yeah, of course it's huge. It's the San Andreas. That was really dumb of me to say.
We were geologists. I was with a group of geologists checking out stuff about earthquakes and everything, and we were also trying to find out the size of Walt's asshole. But my point being, I was with a friend of mine that kind of invited me to this thing, and we're gonna camp out. There's facilities to wash up and everything, and I said, "What are we gonna do? I mean, am I sleeping with you in the same tent? Like, is everybody partnering up? I mean, there's no hanky panky when you're during the day, but so it was fun. I mean,
so how long did you live in California when you were younger?
19 years.
Oh, wow. So you got tons and tons of memories in California.
I do. That's why I love it so much.
Yeah. So
I didn't want to leave.
So the most you miss about it is the ocean and the weather?
Yeah.
Right
It's
on.
always a blessing to be near the weather, with the weather and the ocean, and just the air feels good. I mean, they have every type of season and stuff.
How far away were you from the ocean where you were growing up?
It depends where we were stationed, because we were living in LA and San Diego so much, up and down. I enjoyed every minute of it. But if we were at Camp Pendleton or anywhere near a base, the ocean was like right there, basically, when out your window or out your door.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, my mom would say, "Clean up the house, guys, and we'll go to the beach." And we were on base, and we would go. We were younger, and she would take us to the beach and frolic and hang out and do.
That's cool. When I was younger, my dad was stationed he was stationed in Texas, Colorado, and also New Zealand. And I was too young to even remember New Zealand. And since that's where they filmed Lord of the Rings, was in New Zealand, and it's kind of a bummer that I was in kindergarten because you don't really. I mean, I remember a little bit from my childhood memory, But I kind of wish I had been an older teenager in stationed in New Zealand. I would have remembered more of it. That would have been cool.
Mm,
But the fact that you lived in California for 19 years, that's pretty awesome.
yeah.
So that's really wild. Now, you're in Carolina, right?
Yeah, the northern one.
So are there a lot of places to go camping in Carolina?
Yeah. But I don't care for it.
Oh, gotcha.
Even if I was near a river or a lake or just a waterfall area, some kind of, we have something called the Smoky Mountains National Park.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of hiking. There's hiking and there's a lot of tables and stuff where you can cook out and things like that. But you got to be aware of bears and stuff, and you just got to be careful. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's the woods. It's mainly like a street through the woods. So
it's the real woods, especially since it's got bears. That's cool. I think the only thing I have to worry about. Oh, that's you. That's from you. I was looking up in my trees. I forgot you have a bird there. I went like this. I also got birds making sound, but not as loud as that. That's why I immediately looked up. That was funny. But oh, and then yeah. So I'm jealous of you. The fact that you lived in California for 19 years. I'm jealous.
my dad did 22 years in the Navy, so we moved around a lot.
Yeah.
This is what's funny about our travel time. While he was in,
right.
We went to so many states. We ended up going back to California like 3 or 4 times.
Oh wow!
Like, okay, so we went from San Diego to Pensacola, Florida, year and a half there. Then we came here to stay for a little bit while my parents found a house in Illinois. My dad was stationed up there for 4 years. And then we ended up going back to California, okay, after Illinois. And then we ended up here. So we've been to 3 states while his career was still going on.
Wow.
But we've traveled so much. He's had a lot of time off during those travel times and moving and everything that we've been to like 40 some odd states and Canada and Mexico.
Right. So it sounds like the traveling you like to do is not camping traveling, but just traveling where you're in a nice hotel room and you can check out the sites from your hotel room. Or you can leave your hotel room, check out your site, but then go nice to your comfy hotel room. Which I can relate to that because I do that whenever I'm in Chicago. Yeah.
Well, we're going to Chicago next month.
Oh, cool.
We had to rebook everything.
Yeah, I mainly stay on Lakeshore Drive, but then when I venture off Lakeshore Drive, I go visit various different restaurants and stuff. That's a lot of fun for me. And if I have 2 days in Chicago, one of those days has to be Giordano's Pizza because I love their deep dish pizza. Love that. Delicious.
See, I'm more of a TV and film movie type movie sites and TV type person that goes and looks for the places where all the stars were at, while they were doing their shows.
Oh, cool.
Like I'm a big fan of the Chicago Med, Fire, and PD.
Oh, cool.
I love those shows. And I actually looked up all the addresses of the locations, and we went there 2 years ago, and it was fun. I've got pictures on my Facebook showing it.
That's super cool. Yeah,
we're really soaked up in the Chicago Fire show and the PD compared to Med. So I went to the actual firehouse that they were at. I've been to the Chicago PD building where they kind of hang out at and stuff, and stood on the steps that go up to the door. And yeah, it was fun. We'll probably do it again. I'm going to try to go to the Molly's bar that they were talking about on the show. Mm-hmm. That's called Molly's, but it's actually called, I don't know. What was it? Lollies? Something like that. I don't know.
some people travel to New Zealand and go check out the sites where they filmed Lord of the Rings and where
My
all
parents,
the Hobbit
yeah,
dwelling
my parents
places are.
traveled to Hawaii and they found out where the first Jurassic Park was filmed.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
It actually has a sign there that says Jurassic Park was filmed here, the first one.
Oh, that's super cool. So yeah, some people travel to places from their favorite TV shows, and then some people go to locations where their favorite films have been filmed at. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Uh, I'd love to say my travels were directed that way, but it's really directed towards. Well, I take that back. There's one when I traveled to Peru. I finally got to go to Machu Picchu and Cusco. Those were awesome destinations to go to.
Hmm.
Pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Marion? How's it going?
Hello? You're saying hey.
Hey, Lone.
How's your day going?
Good.
You sound like you're almost fully recovered. Are you fully recovered?
Are you fully recovered?
I think so.
Yeah, you sound it. That's cool. So it did last a week, like you guys said.
3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks. Wow. Holy schmoly.
And then because of that, we had to cancel California. We didn't want Sean's family sick.
Right.
We respected our other friends as well. And, you know, it's just, I told everybody we just couldn't make it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I try not to go around friends and family. Hell, I try not to go around my immediate family whenever I'm sick. But you know what's weird? They get sick and I stay totally away and I still get sick from them. I get sick, they don't get nothing. So yeah, I really have to stay away from people if they're sick. I don't know what it is about me. I'll catch people's colds real easily. Even if I stay away from people, I'll still catch their stuff. It's weird. Super weird. Well, I'm sorry you missed out on your California thing. I guess you guys have to just you'll have to just try to form another plan again.
It'll probably will have to be next year. We're not sure.
Yeah,
We booked that since April. You can't help if somebody's sick and stuff, but
right.
I also started a job too.
Well, there you go.
I had to stay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, but
yeah. Well, plus you just started a new gig, so. But here's another way to look at that, because I always believe in trying to find a silver lining. Just, so especially since you got a gig, you can start to stash money away for maybe your next adventure.
well, this new job we will, we'll have. I don't know, probably close to $2,000 for this other one that we're going to next month.
There you go.
You don't really need, when you have your ride set up with a friend that you truly know and you got everything set up, you don't really need a lot of money, especially if they don't ask for it while they're taking you everywhere.
Right.
That's how sweet this person is.
That's cool.
She was like, no, you don't have to pay for my gas or nothing. I want to just be with you guys and hang out. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And she's been bugging us and asking us to come up, and I'm fine with that, whatever. But
there's only a few friends I'm that way. But then, well, even if I have a friend that's still that way, I still try to offer to pay for some of the stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I still make an effort to try and say, even if they said they're going to cover everything, I still try to offer. I know. It's cool, though. But yeah, there's a few friends. We battle each other, try to pay for stuff. So I've had a few instances like that where we're all trying to grab the check at the same time. That's kind of cool. Now, you never want to have a friend like this. The check comes and they go, they don't even try.
So did you say your Our Fathers and stuff yesterday?
Oh yeah, because you remembered I went to 5:30 mass. Yeah, he even if I forgot to say there's an Our Father inside the Mass there. So my audience may not know I take my wife to church either every 5:30 Mass on Saturday, or I take her to noon Mass. Lately, it's been every 5:30 Mass on Saturday, which covers your Sunday obligation, which is actually cool because then I sleep in on Sunday. So
You going to Yaya's it later or what?
we're going to go to Yaya's later. That's why I'm only eating. I made a bowl of these. I may not eat all of them.
What are they?
Throw them in a bag. I mean, they got peanut butter inside the middle of this pretzel. So all I've had for
You
breakfast.
like hard things in your mouth, but you know.
Some of you don't know, whenever I come up to Josh's live stream, we greet each other like this. Go ahead, Josh. So that's how we greet each other.
I didn't know if you wanted to do that on here.
I don't know why we came up with that. But no, Josh NC78 is a really cool channel. I sometimes make quick appearances on his live stream. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to stay on his live stream for the whole time, which is pretty cool. And then sometimes I do a wham bam appearance on his. Lately, I've been doing that to other live streams. I just come up, I do a character, and then I go back down. So, ooh, the sun's getting on me. I have to move right here. I didn't have to do that, but whoops. The sun's coming. Here, let me show you. The sun's creeping onto the porch. Dun, 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 dun. But,
I think it's funny when you're trying to make your coffee in the morning, you have to whisper. It's
well, you know, some people wondered if I sleep with my glasses on. So when I started this live stream, they see me opening the curtain like this, and then they see me opening the blinds. And then I put the camera on my face. See, I don't sleep with my sunglasses. I think Andrew from Out Until Further Notice made a joke. He goes, "Oh, Lone Wolf sleeps with his sunglasses on." So I started laughing. That was pretty funny. Man, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, though. We had a little bit of rain last night. It didn't rain very long. But now the sun's out. I mean, look how beautiful this day is. Look at that.
What's the temperature?
Let me look here. I actually have a temperature thing here. Maybe 75 degrees.
Supposed to be 80 something here.
Yeah. So that's cool. Not trying to poke myself in the eye there. I can't see.
I guess I'm retired now.
Yeah, this is my favorite place to chill out sometimes, because I'm hearing the sounds of the woods around my porch. That's kind of cool.
You could probably afford a above ground pool if you wanted to, huh?
Oh,
Too much to take care of.
Oh my God. You know, I think if the weather was nice all year round, I then could justify having a pool. But you know, Indiana sometimes has those Indian summers in the fall where it would still be warm enough to jump in a pool. And then we got late winter.
Yeah, our snow here doesn't start till about January, February.
Right, and that's kind of similar to us. We used to get it in November, October, and December. Now it's starting to get later December into January, so that's kind of
It depends on how much rain we get during the summer is what tells us how much snow and stuff is going to happen. And according to the Farmer's Almanac, it looks like it's going to be a blizzard type stuff. They say that every year, but for some states, yes. For us, we're more warmer. So it might, we never get a white Christmas on Christmas Day. Never.
Right. If I had my way, it would snow on Christmas Eve, snow on Christmas Day, and they'd be gone after Christmas Day. But it doesn't work. But yeah, I could hang. I wouldn't mind having nothing but green Christmases every year. That'd be just fine with me. You know what's funny, and you know I just absolutely don't tan, so it's funny that I want to be in a climate that's warm all year round. But I think when you get older, you want that, you know. But I appreciate the winters, I guess. The only thing I like about the winter, it's fun to do a campfire in the wintertime.
Makes your dick
Thank-
hard.
Uh,
Yep.
ding, ding, ding. No.
Especially 40 below. What do we do with it? I don't know. Look at it. So,
Shit. In reality, it probably goes like this in 40 below. Because your body's trying to get warm. It's trying to, your body squeezes in tight. So that's the reality of the, oh man. And I just talked about this on my live stream. There's small pebbles that surround my fire pit here. And I got it caught on film. It shows it on my live stream when it's wintertime. And it's on my live stream playlist here. And I'm literally shuffling around on my slick cowboy boots, shuffling around. And you can't even feel the pebbles because it's sheer ice all around the fire pit. So I decided to get out in the extreme cold and do a campfire. And you could see that I'm warming up with my coffee. It's hilarious. All to get views for my live stream that winter. That was funny. But yeah, I would. I got jealous of my daughter because she spent several months. She's coming in September.
we are in September.
Yeah. September the 8th. We pick her up at 8 p.m. or no, 11 p.m. at night. And I'm going to be off. I'm going to be off Friday and Saturday those days. So I'm going to be visiting with my daughter a bunch. But anyway, she got to spend months and months out in California. Her when she first went out there, she almost surfed every day. And then it got to be every other day because she had work to do. So, but man, I would love it if she stashed tons and tons of money away and then could have the option. I would really love it if she invested her money to the point where work would become optional, you know, or maybe retiring early would become optional. That's what I really hope for her, because then she could spend the rest of her life traveling and surfing. That would be awesome. Yeah. Or if I had tons of money, that's what I would do. I would do traveling and I don't know, jumping and swimming in the ocean would be nice. That'd be super awesome.
We had a cookout for my grandpa. He was 84 yesterday.
Oh wow! How's Grandpa doing there?
Good. He had a great time.
Now, does he look 84 or?
Yeah.
He does look, wow.
He kind of looks like, honestly, if you imagine Ronald Reagan, that's how he looks.
Oh wow! Okay. Well, Nancy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And he has that, you know, this, so, you know, just.
Oh wow.
But he smiles like Ronald as well. So it's really similar.
Thanks for coming to my birthday, Josh. I appreciate it.
Well,
your grandpa loves you so very much. That's good, buddy. What's happening? That's wild. Man, that's a good run, though. 84 years old.
yeah.
I can't believe I want to be to 100. But when I see people, my dad's 77, right? But he's in good shape. I mean, he bikes every day. And then, of course, my mom passed at 71. But when I see what people go through in their 70s and into their mid 70s, But here's the key, though. If I want to feel better in my early 70s, mid 70s, I have to make sure I'm super active, because I do notice the people that are getting up in age that have been super active. I do know they seem to have an easier time with old age. Where if you're absolutely not doing anything, you're in super big trouble when you hit your early 70s into mid 70s. It's a little scary, but I can't believe I want to be 100. So, I mean, I'm 53 years old right now. I don't think I look 53.
After a shower, you might.
Yeah, I think some people have mistaken me for being 30 or 40, or some people think I'm in my 40s. I'm not
From the waist down.
But yeah, I think so. Anyways, if I want to have an easier time in my 70s, um, into my 70s and mid 70s, I gotta just make sure I take care of business and stay active. I'm moving again because of the sun. But yeah, I think that's the key, man. You gotta keep doing that motion. I think that's the key. Welcome to the cool. Michelle's greeting people as they come in the chat. Thanks, Michelle. But so, anyways, I don't know if I'm rethinking that and making it to 100, because it's only because what I see people. But like I said, if I wanted how, like my neighbors across the street, I can't believe he's in his 70s and he's out there digging, and but he's skinny. He doesn't have he has a flat stomach. And so he's one of these 70-year-olds that are in really good shape. So I think that's the key. I need to get in really good shape, especially if I want to try and make it to 100. I gotta make sure I'm staying active every day. So now, see, my mom broke some cardinal rules. She ate nothing but the kind of food she was eating everyone would love to eat, but the bad thing about it, she was eating it every day. Which means, let's see, her breakfast. But what's funny, she had the lap band surgery, where they just put a band on your stomach. So she lost all kinds of weight. So when she did go eat at restaurants, she wouldn't eat a lot because of that. But she still was eating. I mean, I took her to breakfasts, lunch, and dinners, and some of them, her lunch wasn't too bad because it was a baked potato, but she would only eat half of that. But her dinners were crazy sometimes. Sometimes we went to Red Lobster, and I would tell her, I was like, man, I'm not even supposed to probably be eating all this buttery stuff. So, but her other thing, so she wasn't eating healthy foods. She wasn't staying active. And then on top of that, she was smoking. And what's weird is one time she quit smoking, right? My mom did. And she had a health scare in her mid 50s, early 60s. They ran a thing up through her leg and got to her heart area, broke up the areas of her heart. And her doctor said, if you never take up smoking again, those blockages shouldn't come back in your heart, right? Well, in her mid 60s, she retook up smoking again. And then, like I said, as she got older, she became less and less active, but still kept eating the buttery foods. And then, like I said, she smoked. And then I think that's why she got taken out at 71. So, but I will say this, she enjoyed herself, man. I mean, she was eating foods I know I would enjoy. It's just that sometimes you end up paying the price in the end, though. That's the only thing.
So I got this from the San Francisco lab.
That looks like a bottle of water that you put a thing in.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of grab acid when I went there, and they gave me a lot of people's blood in water.
Yeah, so that's a cherry flavor or strawberry flavor.
Fruit punch.
Fruit punch flavor. There you go.
A vampire told me that's why we have the lab.
A buddy of mine does that. He grabs those packs and turns his bottle of waters into different drinks. I'm enjoying Perrier mineral water. I usually like grabbing the lime, but this is just the regular. Oh man, I was drinking so many of those bubbly waters. The cherry bubbly water from Bubbly reminds me of a soda, but it's actually a cherry sparkling water. So far out of the sparkling waters, I enjoy the cherry, the lime. They have a pineapple, coconut pineapple ain't bad. I wasn't a fan of the mango, but my wife loved the mango. And I wasn't a fan of the strawberry, but my wife liked the strawberry. Anyways, I've been drinking so many of these flavored sparkling waters that I've had to throw in a little bit of tea. It's that Arnold Palmer half tea, half lemonade light. Because I was kind of getting burned out on the bubbly sparkling waters. So I had to throw in some half tea, half lemonade drinks.
Yeah.
And then occasionally on some of my cheat days, I may have one regular soda. But so far, I'm not buying those soda packs anymore. I'm not grabbing the 12 can or the 24 can. Instead, I'm grabbing sparkling waters instead.
What else are you grabbing?
Just sparkling waters. And I'm occasionally picking up coffee from Stranger Brew Coffee. That's a mom and pop place.
It's raining us, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
And lately, every morning, I've been drinking the. It's only seasonal. They at Starbucks. There's the pumpkin spice cold brew. So, but that's a seasonal drink they serve at Starbucks. It's called pumpkin cream cold brew coffee.
Mm.
And then occasionally I'll have the chocolate cream cold brew is pretty good too. But anyways, these iced coffees are. Whenever I drink one of those, I'm not hungry for like several hours. That's cool. But I'm excited about my next Nutrisystem shipment because it has all my favorite. I got my favorite breakfast sandwiches are coming. My favorite snacks are coming. And then my favorite dinners are going to be happening. So next month's going to be awesome because I'm going to have all my favorite Nutrisystem stuff. I like it. So far, I like it way better than Slim Fast.
Your birthday's this month, isn't it?
Huh?
Is your birthday this month?
Yes, it is.
Hmm. I need to know where to send a card.
Oh, just all you have to do is just say happy birthday.
I don't even know what date, though. Can you at least say the date? Not the year, just the date.
It'll be a secret. But I laugh at all the personal information people put on social media. It's crazy. But
a lot of people put fake stuff too, so nobody knows.
But you know what's really crazy is the you could as long as you have the person's full name, you just throw them in Google and it tells them so much about them. It's really scary. Everyone around the world is just a Google search away. It's crazy. A friend of mine showed me that a few years ago. I want to say about 5 or 6 years ago, they typed this person's name into Google. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, it's really scary.
But if you really want to hide yourself when searching the web, DuckDuckGo is a good privacy website app thing to start using. It's free. You can get it in the App Store or the Google Play, and then you can get it on the website too. You can have it right there when you open up your laptop. It kind of keeps your privacy to yourself. Like if you want to look at titties and things, it's okay. I mean, nobody would go to your history and say, "Where were you?"
You're crazy. Oh man, it's so much. I'm all over social media. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, and Instagram. So I'm all over social media. But that's
You
because I'm
notice
promoting
Instagram's just all about, you could chat. Yes, they have a chat, but it's mainly photos. I mean,
Right.
you just answer people and like their replies or this, that, and the other. But
Yeah.
I stopped using it. I was like, this is boring.
There was a sunglass company that was trying to get me to wear their sunglasses, and then I think this jewelry company noticed I was wearing jewelry on my wrist, and they tried to, but I didn't answer them. I just deleted it because I didn't feel like I don't know. I didn't feel like promoting anyone's jewelry or sunglasses yet. But I thought that was nice. They reached out, so that was cool. I just didn't know how I felt about that, marketing people's other stuff. I think what I'd be more into is if maybe I was engraving my name on products and people were buying them, that would be different. Because then I'd have more of a motivation to promote products. But then I wouldn't want to hook up with a product unless I believed in it. So
Yeah.
I guess if I found like now these, I love these guys. They haven't reached out to me, but I love these guys here. And I got them up at Clark Safety. And these kind of glasses at other places cost about, I don't know, $12 to $20. But I only pay, I don't know, maybe $6.10.
Back in the 80s and 90s, we used to wear Panama cracks.
Yeah. These are only $6.10. And they're nicely made. And what they are, the lenses are shatterproof. So we got shatterproof lenses. And like I said, I picked them up at Clark Safety here in Indiana. And these are shatterproof lenses, and they feel nice on my face. And so, yeah, it would have to be. And by the way, the company whose glasses I'm talking about, they're not paying me to talk about their glasses. I just like their I like their product. So yeah, I guess if I like their product, see, I just pitch someone's glasses, and they're not even paying. So.
Yeah.
Well. So yeah, if I ever did collaborate with a business, it'd have to be the price has to be good, and it has to be a good product. So.
And you have to get some kind of incentive from it, like paid or products.
Oh yeah. But I care about my audience so much. I definitely would not recommend something I'm not using myself every day. So I think it'd have to be a product I like. The price would have to be awesome, and it's got to be something I use almost every day, and I use these every day. So, but anyways, I care about what I recommend to my audience. So that's why I do tent reviews and knife reviews, all that other stuff. Oh man, dude, I've been enjoying my YouTube TV. For the past few years, I've not had YouTube TV. And YouTube TV is not paying me to talk about this, but I absolutely love YouTube TV streaming. I've been able to watch it.
Do you get local channels on it?
You get local channels on it, and I get tons of sports channels. I pretty much get all the sports channels I want to watch. And I've been catching up on all my college football and my pro football. But this is my first year picking it up, YouTube TV streaming, and I like it. It's awesome. I also enjoy Hulu. I enjoy my Hulu streaming, my Paramount, my Peacock.
Sorry.
On Netflix. I enjoy those too.
Hmm.
But lately I've been watching a lot of YouTube TV because I've been watching a lot of sports. So, and I don't know when YouTube TV came out. I think it's been around for a while. I just wish I picked it up a long time ago. I've been missing out on all these sports. I'm a big sports person. I know some people aren't out there but like my wife and daughter, they're more into TV shows and movies. I'm into that too, the TV shows and movies. But I was really missing out on sports, but now I'm not because I got YouTube TV. Like I said, they're not paying me for this. I just if you're a sports person and you've been missing out on a lot of sports and you're looking for a streaming service, go check out YouTube TV. I think first-time customers get a discount. And like I said, YouTube TV is not paying me for. It's just something I'm really enjoying right now, which is cool. It's so funny. It's so funny watching my TV evolution. I started out with cable. First I started out with regular TV, then went to cable, then went to satellite, and then I think I went back to cable for a little bit, and then jumped on satellite, and then went to streaming. And I absolutely love the streaming platforms now. So there's just too many really good, especially if you have good internet. Like I have a high-speed internet. And if you got a good high-speed internet, there's plenty of streaming platforms you can find out that you can join that are really awesome. So I even got Disney Plus. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I think the Disney has original programming. Of course, it has all the Disney stuff. It's got the Marvel. And it also has National Geographic. That's super cool. And since I like to travel, I love checking out the National Geographic stuff. That's super cool.
So if I do a live stream later, I don't know what time, but if I do and you're available, like not right now, but when I do, will you join me since it's fair enough that I joined you?
Yeah, I'll join you. That'd be cool.
Do you have anything big to do except breakfast?
I think after breakfast, we may go hike around the mall. Actually,
just make sure you run out of there if there's a shooter.
Right. Don't run towards it and say hi to him.
How you doing? Oh,
excuse me, sir. Would you like to talk about Jesus? Oh, wait a minute.
Would you like to talk about Jesus?
I just want to talk about Jesus. What's your shit about? But no, that's crazy.
They shot and killed that guy. Shot and killed him, right?
Yeah. But you know what's funny? More and more people are you see guns on their hips. So they're trying to send a message to the bad guys. Like the civilians are showing up with guns on their hips at the Greenwood Park Mall. They're clearly letting the bad guys know that if anyone's thinking about messing around there again, there's going to be plenty of other armed. But the only bad thing about it, what if it becomes the OK crowd? And what if you're a good guy that gets shot by another good guy trying to stop a bad guy? That can happen too. But you know what, though? I'd rather... I believe in the Second Amendment so much that... now it's not a big deal. I'm getting used to seeing guns on people's hips. I think people just need to get used to that. Now, me personally, I wouldn't carry that way. I would much rather conceal carry. Because you're telling the bad guy where the help is at, right? By having it clearly on your hip. So what's preventing a bad guy from popping you and just taking your gun and thank you very much? So...
do you own guns?
I might.
No, I'm saying, do you personally have some too?
I might.
Well, I wasn't sure if you would be like that too, walking around, just concealing it in your leg or something, or.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I would put it in my ankle or inside my waistband. I wouldn't carry it on the outside because I believe you're telling the bad guy exactly where the good guys are at.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't. I guess when I'm telling those guys that do want to carry on the outside, I'm not going to judge them, but you really probably should wear it
Yeah.
inside.
So that was our rain for the day. All done.
But you understand where I'm coming from,
Yeah.
right? About not telling the bad guy that you are carrying.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, if I was a bad guy, that'd be the first people I'd pop, the ones that are carrying on their side, right? But sometimes bad guys, the mall still has that on their policy. You can't bring any weapons in. But thank God that good guy still brought his weapon on him and took out the bad guy. So, but I feel sorry for the good guy because he's got to live with that for the rest of his life. Even if you're taking out a bad guy, I don't care who you are, it still affects you for the rest of your life. So now this bad guy has made this poor good guy think about that for the rest of his life. So, but I'm grateful for the good guy because he probably saved countless of lives. But you know what's funny? It doesn't fit the liberal media's. It doesn't fit the liberal media. They probably got bummed out because the good guy did save the day. So, but like I said, it's causing more good guys to bring their guns to the mall. Then,
How long are you gonna be on here? It's almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make it to the 2-hour mark. Yeah,
I gotta get going right now.
Yeah, once I get to or if you gotta go, man, that's cool. Don't worry about it because I ain't gonna be on here much longer.
Okay.
I'll holler at you later.
If I do one, then just come on up.
Yeah, if I'm available, I'll come up, brother. Because I'm going to Yaya's, and then after Yaya's, since the weather's real nice, we may go hit the zoo. That's really cool. But yeah, if you're up or if you're come on later in the afternoon, I'll check you out, brother.
All right.
Take care, Joshster.
All right, see you.
Peace. Later, Gator.
All right.
Take care, brother. Take care. So yeah, man, it's a beautiful day. Ooh, it's starting to inch towards. Let me show you guys. It's. I have a weather dial. I have a weather dial right there. Let's go look at the weather dial. I think it's starting to get into the 80s. Wow. As you guys can see, I got woods surrounding my back porch here. Oh, ooh, it's getting close to the. All right, it's almost 79 degrees. It's almost getting to the 80s. Wow. But it still feels nice. Even though it's creeping up to 80 degrees, it still feels pretty nice. So that's cool. So yeah, I think it's going to be a nice day here in Midwest Indiana. My little family's sleeping in. Yeah, it's so nice. Hopefully it doesn't go past 80 though. We still got to go to Yaya's. So we're going to go. Sometimes we usually arrive there around 1:30 or 2 o'clock at Yaya's. We arrive there just before it closes. And so it's not too crowded when we go to Yaya's for brunch. So depending how the temperatures go, the only way we'll skip out on the zoo is if it starts to go past the 80s. So if it goes past the 80s, we'll probably go from Yaya's. It's called Yaya's Pancake House. We usually go there for brunch. every Sunday. It's on the south side of Indiana, or it's south of Indianapolis. It's on the south side. Yaya's Pancake House. They're not paying me for that, so just another place I love to have brunch here in Midwest Indiana. I'm listening for this. I love the sounds of the woods. Man, I don't get tired of hearing the sounds of the woods. No. Being outside's my cup of tea. Hey, the Hapsters! Good morning, Mama H. How's it going? That's right. Happy Labor Day. Yeah, here it's Sunday. There it might be Monday there. So it's, let's see what time it is. What time is it? It is, I want to look what time it is. Ooh, it's 12:56 in the afternoon here. So it's 12:56 in the afternoon here. Yep, I had me coffee. Oh, it's Sunday there. Okay. Oh, it's almost 7 a.m. in Hawaii on a Sunday. Oh, wow. And here it's almost 1 in the afternoon here in Midwest Indiana. Wow, Mom H, that's cool. It's almost 7 a.m. in Hawaii. Wow. So it's Sunday there. Happy Labor Day weekend. I think on the calendar it's saying Labor Day's on Monday. What's going on, Lone? Just doing a live stream, Mama H. 6 hours ahead of me. Yep, wow. I love, here, let me show this channel here. Her nickname is Mama H. It's the Hapsters channel. Obviously, she's chilling in Hawaii. Really cool channel. Sometimes when I hit her live streams, I'm prepared to be sleepy the next morning for work. But it's really good time. How to Hawaiians and I are going to meet up for lunch today. All right. That's cool. How to Hawaiians going to meet up with the Hapsters channel for lunch. That's really cool. That's awesome, Mama H. That's cool. And by the way, this is a mom and pop place here on the south side of Indianapolis. Strange Brew Coffee. It's a mom and pop coffee place. But this coffee I made this morning is from Lone Wolf's place. That's cool. Oh, Mom H, you're going to have a good time meeting up with How to Hawaiian on that's cool. You're going to have that meetup. I want to say How to Hawaiian met up with the Rileys in the Philippines because I remember watching some, How to Hawaiian, I think, did meet up with Check Out the Rileys. So now How to Hawaiian's going to meet up with this channel right here, the Hapsters channel. That's super cool. That's awesome. Yeah, whenever I'm on, here, let me bring up the Hapsters channel again. Whenever I come to this channel, I see How to Hawaiian. I actually follow How to Hawaiian's TikTok, and I also follow the Hapsters TikTok. I also follow POD's TikTok, Philippines on Demand. Philippines on Demand's channel is on TikTok, but also on YouTube as well. The Hapsters is on TikTok and also obviously here on YouTube as well. And yeah, it's super cool. He was with them. Yeah. Yeah, I remember How to Hawaiian was with Check Out the Rileys. And they also shared that on their YouTube channel, and they also shared that on their TikTok, which was cool. So my TikTok's cool. I mean, it's promoting this channel, but I also do some funny TikToks, and it's my TikTok's called @LoneWolfsTravels. Is the name of my TikTok channel. I don't have that much followers then. There you go. Oh, but I still like and comment on your TikTok, Mama H, even though you don't do a lot of TikTok. It's wild, man. My TikTok grew faster than my YouTube channel. But it's my TikTok channel is really different from my YouTube channel. It's neat. If I don't know if I have any YouTube subscribers who also part of my TikTok follow. If I do, they get to see another side of Lone Wolf's Travel. So that's kind of cool. So I'm kind of glad I have a TikTok presence because they get to see another side of. So on my TikTok channel, not only do I share my content, but whenever I do wed another channel on TikTok, I'm kind of sharing their content as well, which is cool. That's my only reason why I have a TikTok channel on my YouTube. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm using TikTok for. But I'm also using my TikTok for fun. And if I'm honest with myself, I'm also doing YouTube for fun as well. Same for my Instagram. It's just for fun. But it's also to send people. I'm thinking about creating a Twitch channel. I'm not sure if I'll do that. So I'm still enjoying these pretzels with peanut butter in the middle. But yeah, I haven't decided whether I'm going to do a Twitch channel. And what's funny, if I create a Twitch channel, I don't know if I'm going to do a totally different name or if I'll keep the same name that I have here on YouTube for my Twitch channel. I have to really think about that. I already feel I'm spread out enough with Instagram, Twitter. So I have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and 2 Facebook pages. So I feel like I have a lot on my plate. If the situation was different in Peru, Mama H, cold weather again, your fire pit will... Yep, the fire pits will come on during wintertime here. If the political situation was different in Peru, normally I would be gearing up and traveling to Peru in December. But instead, my daughter's going to... My poor mother-in-law cannot fly herself anymore because she has dementia. She's like 87 years old. So my daughter's going to fly to Peru in October. My daughter's coming here in September. I'm picking her up at the airport. September the 8th at 11 p.m., I'm picking her up at the Indianapolis airport. So my daughter's coming back from California. She's coming back here to stay with us. And she didn't want to pay a whole month's rent because she's going to be in Peru for a month. My daughter is. Just changing the name. You guys will still see Bushcraft. Good question, Mom H. You'll still see bushcrafting, gear reviews, camping, and of course travel. But the fact that it's called Lone Wolf's Travels, I'm going to put a lot more camping. But I'm still going to mix in that other stuff I enjoy. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of travel on this channel, and there's going to be a lot of talk about travel. A lot of the live streams are going to gear towards talking about travel as well. But people are going to see me light the campfire plenty of times, though. We have not been to Hawaii. That's actually on my bucket list. I would love to go to Hawaii. If I ever do go to Hawaii, it'd be nice to probably have lunch with you and Mr. H. That would be awesome. So that'd be fun to introduce my wife to you and Mr. H. That'd be awesome. And since I rap with How to Hawaiian, that would be cool to... Here's what I would love to see if I met up with you. I would like you and Mr. H to be there for lunch. I would like how the Hawaiian be there for lunch with his special person as well, and of course me and my wife. That would be awesome. I don't know if I ever get to make that happen, but if I did, in a perfect world and a perfect schedule, that would be a lot of fun. You should visit soon. Oh man, that'd be awesome. Anyways, if the political situation was different in Peru, yeah, that would be awesome. If the political situation was different in Peru, normally, me and my family travel to Peru either once. We either travel once a year, or sometimes we make it every other year, or sometimes we travel to Peru every 2 years. What's really messed up the whole family going to Peru this year is the political situation's crazy. But the neat thing about it, hopefully that one president will be gone that's in Peru right now. And then hopefully they end up fixing the political situation in Peru. And then if they do, I can start resuming my trips to Peru. But anyways, I'm jealous of my daughter because she leaves to Peru in, I believe, October. Yeah, I think I think my daughter goes to Peru in October. She's going to stay there a whole month, and she's going to fly back with her grandma to here to Indiana. I think my mother-in-law is going to stay with us for a month or two and then fly back to Peru. And then my wife's going to fly with her to Peru. And then I think my wife's going to be in Peru for 2 or 3 weeks. So, but yeah, once the political situation gets better in Peru, then we'll start to resume our trips to Peru. Now, what's taken in place of that? Last year, we spent 2 weeks in Mexico because we weren't going to Peru. First week was in Puerto Vallarta. Second week was in Sayulita, Mexico. This year, when we went back to Mexico, we stayed in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and we stayed at a a couple months ago, we were back in the southern part of Mexico, and we went back to Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and we stayed at the Reef Hotel, which is an all-inclusive resort, which is really awesome. We island hop a lot. Going to another island is really different. We normally go to... Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard that's a favorite place for a lot of people to visit, which is super cool. So yeah, the last travel place I was a few months ago, as the southern part of Mexico, and we stayed at the Reef, and it's an all-inclusive resort. If you're ever in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, I definitely recommend the Reef. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you, Mama H, for showing up to my live stream. I appreciate it. You're awesome. I'm going to go ahead and reshare your guys' comments. I try to do this at the end of each of my live streams, share out your guys' comments. And the main reason I'm sharing out these comments, it's a way of thanking these YouTube channels for coming in here. So if you guys and gals, whoever re-watches this live stream, please go check out these channels, because they were nice enough to come into the live stream. Anyways, if you like the content of any of these channels, please give them a like, comment, and subscribe. And a lot of these channels that came in here, I'm subscribed to already. Same thing with my channel, the Lone Wolf Bush. I almost said my old channel name. Same with this channel, Lone Wolf's Travels. If you like the content, please give me a like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to comment on your favorite videos. And yeah, make sure any videos that you like of mine, the more you comment on my videos, the cool thing about commenting on a lot of my videos, it'll let me know which content you guys are really digging. So I definitely would appreciate that. So yeah, so all the channels' names I just shared out here. And of course, Mama H is there. Here in Hawaii. Yeah. Here in Hawaii, we hop a lot going to another island. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's right. I have two Facebooks. I have one Facebook called John Randall Bushcraft, and then I have another Facebook that's called Hoosier Bushcraft. So I got two Facebooks. Cool. So yeah. Make sure you comment on my videos. Make sure you comment on, and also whoever rewatches this live streams, please go check out these channels. If you do find, and particularly, and this goes for any YouTube channel you come across, if you notice you're going to that YouTube channel often and you're watching their content often, make sure you hit the subscribe button and then hit like and subscribe, comment on those videos, and then hit the notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything. Same goes for this channel right here, Lone Wolves Travels. Like and comment on my videos so that way I know which content you guys are really digging. And then of course I'm getting excited every time I get ready for a travel. So I'll always make sure if I got a travel coming up really soon, I'll always make sure to make a pre-video before I go on a travel. So you guys will know pretty advanced, especially if you follow me here on YouTube. You guys will know. Short video under a minute. Do it. Okay, that's good. Good to know, Mama H. Do it in portrait mode instead of landscape. I like that. So yeah, let me put that comment again. That's for anyone that makes it short. Just a suggestion, Lone, when you make a short video under a minute, do it on portrait mode and not landscape. Okay, cool. Thanks, Mama H. Good to know. I know there's lots of people that weren't able to make it to the live stream today. So for those of you, thanks to those of you who did make it to the live stream. I appreciate it. Also, Josh NC78, thank you so much for co-hosting with me today. So that was a surprise co-host. I didn't realize I was going to get today. So thanks to Josh NC78. I appreciate that, Josh. Do you like to do short videos? Some people can actually get better views out there. Wow, that's Owen from the O Show. What's up? What's up, Owen? This is a cool channel as well. I'm subscribed to him. Big kudos to the O Show. Awesome YouTube channel. Kuya Lone. Hey, what's up? Oh man, I can't say enough good things about the O Show channel and also the Hapsters channel. These are really all the channels that came in here today during my live stream are cool. But the O Show and the Hapsters channel, really cool channel. Now the channel that didn't get to make it in here, which was How to Hawaiian. I really follow a lot of How to Hawaiian's content. Really cool dude. Mama H one time was bragging on her live stream about How to Hawaiian, and I agree with that. How to Hawaiian's a really cool dude. So's Owen from the O Show, so go check out his channel. Once again, go check out the O Show channel, you guys. Really cool YouTube channel, and definitely go check out the Hapsters, really cool channel as well. Thank you, Mama H, and thank you, Owen, for showing up to the live stream here. Of course, I'm about wrapping it up here. But anyways, once again, please go check out the Hapsters, and please go check out the O Show. Back home on the farm, loving it. Oh, that's awesome, Owen. So Owen's back on the farm. Cool. Getting out in nature. I love it, Owen. So yeah, for those of you who end up rewatching the live stream, please go check out the Hapsters, and then also go check out the O Show. Both really awesome channels. All the channels that visited me during my live stream was awesome today. Once again, thank you to my co-host Josh NC78. Anyways, I know we're all on different time zones, so I'm gonna say good morning, good afternoon, good day, and good night. And I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you guys in the next live stream, and I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, peace. Cheers. So everybody take care. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Cheers, y'all. Take care, everyone. Peace. Later, Gators. Take care, everyone. Later, Gators.